Alright, so this next video is going to be entitled Hurricane Irma Doom Porn, because that's basically what you're really getting. I mean, look at that water. Oh my goodness, that's so terrible, isn't it? I mean, it's just a bunch of doom porn, this Hurricane Irma shit. Like, if you're subscribed to someone who is just pushing this Hurricane Irma stuff, man, they either don't get it or they're a shill, okay? Straight up. Because this Hurricane Irma stuff isn't even really that bad. I mean, let's take a look. This is a pickup truck. Let's take a look at how much water's in here. Dude, do you see that? This is a pickup truck. This would carry water. There's nothing here. Get it? And it's not just that one, alright? It's, let's take a look at this pickup truck right here. Let's see what's in it, you know. Look at that. I mean, do you think this guy really ever moved his car this entire weekend? Not really. Maybe the other guy did, but not that guy. And, I mean, yeah, is it raining? Yeah. Is it like a little bit more, is it like a little bit more wind than normal? I guess. But I mean, I grew up in a desert city, Las Vegas. And I gotta tell you, man, like, this crap is not... I've seen windier weather, and I've seen more rain in Vegas than I have here, okay? Like, this crap isn't nothing, alright? This is just doom porn, and, hold on for a little bit. I'm gonna show you some parts of Savannah, and, I'm gonna kinda, pause the video just real quick, so just hold on. You know, I'm just kind of strapping the camera to the chair so we can do a little ride along and see the destruction of Hurricane Irma, the most powerful hurricane that ever was formed in the Atlantic, that was coming to, slam America. And, this was God's wrath personified, No, when God pours out his wrath, it's gonna be a lot worse than this. This is just fake. I've heard some people say that there might be some weather manipulation involved, and I don't know. That might be true. But if there is weather manipulation involved, I mean, you don't even have to be in the Illuminati to know that things like cloud seeding are, a very real thing and a very real technology. I'm not even really talking about HARP or anything like that. I'm just talking about, like, simple cloud seeding, okay? Here we go. I'm just talking about, like, simple cloud seeding. It's not very difficult to form clouds, alright? You don't have to be some, Illuminati, 33-degree Mason with some HARP machine or whatever to seed clouds. That's relatively easy. And that's maybe what's going on here. They just have a weather system in the southeast. It's little more than a thunderstorm, And maybe they're manipulating the thunderstorm a little bit to make it like a little bit more like wind or rain. And they might be doing that. But it's not a hurricane, okay? This is nothing. It's not a hurricane. You know, I don't know what's happened to people, because people have, well, maybe it was Hurricane Harvey and all the flooding with Hurricane Harvey that got people to, you know, really bug out for this hurricane. But, I mean, people have stuck it out for far worse than this. And I don't think people have ever ran away from less than this, okay? You have millions of people running away to freaking Montana or some crap like that, like afraid for their lives, damn near, so it seems, over a thunderstorm. It's nothing more than a thunderstorm. And I've shown you how much rain we've gotten on the ground. And you know what these, you know, these, I guess these dicks in power, you know what they've done? They've shut off the power. They've literally shut off the power. Like, it's barely rained. I've gotten more rain in Vegas than I've gotten here with this little thunderstorm, this so-called Hurricane Irma. And, you know, because of this crap, they've shut off the power. It's so ridiculous. I have no power. You know, it was raining a bit harder than this from like 2 to 4 in the morning. And today is like, you know, 9/11 or whatever. And, you know, I had a light on because I was up, and like it kind of flickered. So I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And then it was like 9 o'clock or something, somewhere around there. And everything was fine. The rain had stopped. It had stopped for hours, basically. And then they just shut the power off. And it was like, there wasn't nearly enough wind, nearly enough rain to justify it. But basically what I think it was basically them screwing with us. So I'm using this time in the car to kind of charge up my phone. You know, I think what it basically was, it was like, okay, you know, you little smart ass. You want to stay here in Savannah because you knew this stuff was fake and you think you're all smart and crap, you know? You want to be like that? Well, fine, we're going to shut the power off on you. How smart are you now? And I think that's basically, what's going on here. So yeah, man, they shut off the power. You know, it's total nonsense. There wasn't enough rain to even justify it. But, you know, these are, I guess, our rulers on the earth. And, you know, they're butthurt. So, you know, whatever. But, you know, I'm going to drive around a little bit. And I'm going to show you guys some of the amazing devastation that has taken place with this Hurricane Irma nonsense. Here's two people walking outside. They're both in shorts. I mean, of course they're going to be in shorts for this little fake hurricane. Let's see. Okay, this charging one. They're just in shorts. I don't know if there are any gas stations open. Everyone might be still bugged out. I don't know. Still a lot of bored or something. You're seeing what I'm seeing. This horrible effect of Hurricane Irma. Oh my goodness. You know, no hurricane, but a tire pressure light came on. Oh man. my tires have been, I don't know. I just bought some new tires, a whole set, 4 new tires, and like, I paid more money for these tires than I usually pay for tires, which isn't anything. Like, I usually just get like the really, really, really cheap Mexican tires. Well, this time I got a little bit more expensive tires. I got 4 of them, and it's like I'm always having these tire pressure problems. And I used to never have really tire pressure tires. I mean, unless I would just straight, like, you know, maybe go over a curve wrong and I'd bust a tire or some stupid crap. But I would just never have tire pressure problems just driving normally. And lately, you know, I've just been having these tire pressure problems driving normally. And it's like, I don't really want to buy a whole set of new tires. But it just keeps giving me these reoccurring low pressure on my tires. It's just real bad. But I mean, this video is not really about that. It's about it's about Hurricane Irma, so-called, and the destruction that Hurricane Irma has done to, you know, the southeast and the great city of Savannah. I mean, are you seeing this? It's like the day after tomorrow up in this. Okay. I mean, how will we ever survive this horrible destruction? I have no idea. Let's see if the BP is open. I mean, if the BP is open, I'm honestly, as soon as I get this tire thing straightened out, I might think about, you know, just kind of riding around, man, because, you know, here's a chance to get to see the city with a lot of the people still gone, you know, no traffic or anything. So, you know, we'll see. No, the lights are on, but I mean, I'm not really sure if they do have gas. I mean, it's not taped up. They might have gas there, I don't know. You know, a lot of the cop cars, because obviously, folks, you know, cops keep us safe, right? Well, nah, man, not really. Not really. It's not the cops who keep us safe. It's God who keeps us safe. And these cops, you know, there's something spiritually wrong with most of them. And I'm gonna do a video on these cops, don't you worry. But, I mean, yeah, just take a look at the destruction that is just taking place in Savannah. It's so horrible. I don't know how we're ever gonna make it, you know. I mean, just look at it, man. Everything is just totally destroyed. I mean, you got people boarded up for what? For what? This is nothing. All right. This is. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, ride around the whole of Savannah, or I might, but a restaurant called Shabazz. You know, the whole Lost Tribe of Shabazz. Well, that was a bit of water. The whole Lost Tribe of Shabazz thing, which is really the Hebrews. Okay, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to understand. Look at this! Oh my goodness! Some palm tree leaves. They fell on the ground. Oh my goodness! Some old tree stumps. They fell. I mean, honestly, I don't even remember. They look like they were rotted out trees too, so maybe that was it. But, I mean, I don't know, man. It didn't even seem like enough wind to push down a rotted out tree stump. Certainly not a healthy tree. A healthy tree would have been just fine. But, you know, a rotted out tree that was old, I don't know, maybe. and, you know, some small twigs. But, you know, look at some of the other videos from other people who decided to stick it out. Not just in Savannah or southern Georgia, but in Florida too. Even in Florida, this is basically what you'll find from... Don't go to CNN, okay? You should know by now CNN is garbage. But not, you know, some people will say CNN is garbage, but like Fox News is, you know, almost the word of God to them. No, man. It's not just CNN that's fake news. It's United House of Prayer of all people. What a satanic, you know, what a satanic junk church that is. But, you know, it's not just CNN that's garbage. It's, you know, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, you know, right-wing, quote-unquote, left-wing, quote-unquote. They're all just garbage, alright? I mean, take a look at this. This is not, you know, this amazing destruction on a Victory Drive or whatever. I mean, it's just not there. I mean, a bit of rain, yeah, okay, a bit of rain. But, I mean, nothing, you know. And some of these places have power, it seems like. Maybe they're just screwing with me, because I'm making these smart-ass videos. I don't know. But, you know, it's not that bad. There's some wind. Kind of getting out into the boonies, I think. I'm not quite that familiar with this place yet. I mean, there's some wind, a little bit more wind than normal, maybe a little bit more rain than normal. But take a look at all this, man. The buildings aren't even flooded. The first floors aren't flooded nowhere, okay? Nowhere is flooded. There's a little bit more rain and water than normal, but not even really that, because like a place like Savannah, it rains every other day, okay? It rains every other day. In you know, the southeastern United States, like Florida, southern Savannah, maybe other parts of the South, it rains like every other day, okay? Because it's just so humid here. Especially in certain towns or certain parts of the South, man. It just rains every other day. So in reality, this really isn't more rain than we're used to having. Okay, I mean, here's the Waffle House coming up, and oh lordy, I bet the Waffle House is they're flooded, right? Nah, man, the Waffle House are troopers, man. They've been open quite a bunch, man. They say they got 24-hour food, and they've had it, you know, what am I saying? You know, I remember seeing the Waffle House open, like, Saturday. They were still open, serving food, okay, here's this little Spanish mart. They open. This little Spanish, like, you know, this little Spanish store. I don't forget what they call it, like, bodega or something. I don't know. But this little Spanish store, they opened. They stayed, and they was like, oh man, this crap is bull crap. Well, we can just open our store back, and we can be like one of the few opening stores here, because everyone else was just, you know, a punk, and they fled to Tennessee, you know. But man, this crap ain't nothing, okay? You know, and I'm showing you this because, you know, all these police here, man, you know, they can tell you everything because all these people have bugged out. There's nothing but, you know, police here, alright? You know, anyway, the shell is open. That's good. I might be able to get some air somewhere at some point. I can get some gas as well. But yeah, man, this whole Hurricane Irma crap is a joke. Let's see if the Waffle House is open. Nah, they still closed. But you know, a lot of these Waffle Houses, they were still open on Saturday though. I'll give them credit for that. But yeah, man, like the power is on in a lot of these places. I don't have power for some reason. Really no excuse why. I think they're just screwing with certain people. If you want to be a smart ass and you want to, you know, stay here because you know it's bull crap, well fine, we're gonna shut the power off. How about that? Whatever, man. I don't care, man. Whatever. You know, I wish I had my internet, but outside of my internet, I don't care that much. Nice to know there's some more gas stations that have opened back up. You know, because these gas stations, you know, they're owned or, you know, if not owned, then at least ran by generally immigrants, right? And these immigrants, you know, if they stayed in town in their house or whatever, you know, they run the store and they're going to be like, wait a minute, this whole hurricane crap was a bunch of crap. So since the hurricane was a bunch of crap, we may as well just open back up and, like, you know, make some money here instead of keeping our store closed. You know, I think a lot of people, they're not going to be back until like Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, and you know, they just bought into all of this hurricane hype that's been pushed down our throats. And you know, I don't know for a certainty right now if like hurricane quote unquote Jose, or you know, they got these other so-called hurricanes that they're talking about. You know, I don't know for a certainty if all of these places and these hurricanes are going to be fake, but my advice to people would be this: ignore the satellites, okay? They're going to show you satellite imagery, and it's going to look like the scariest crap you ever saw. Oh my gosh, it's the day after tomorrow. You know, these hurricanes, they just gonna come through and they gonna kill everyone. But satellites are fake, okay? I don't know if you've heard that. I'm not gonna get into it that much this video. I'm not gonna get into it that much in every video that I do. But just think of it like this. You have a car. You can't possibly operate your car for 5 or 10 years with no maintenance and expect it to just keep working, okay? So if you can't do a car like that, how the heck can you do a satellite like that when a satellite is supposed to be in just the most this little bar place is kind of open. Like, how the heck are you supposed to do a satellite like that when a satellite is supposed to be like, you know, this advanced equipment or some crap, and it's just you know, operating in the harsh environment of space, and you know, 30,000 miles per hour, and there's all these rocks and comets flying along, and all this space junk flying along, and all this radiation is like, you know, 200 degrees below zero or whatever, and it's just working just fine always with no maintenance. I mean, that's not possible, okay? I mean, use your common sense. It's just not possible, all right? So, you know, don't pay attention to the satellite imagery. Look for the Doppler imagery, okay? If the Doppler radar says that there's something there, there's probably something there. But if the Doppler radar is showing you there's nothing there, but the satellite is showing you that there's something there, don't trust the satellite. Trust the Doppler radar, okay? Because satellites are fake. Radar is real, alright? So, yeah, that's my video. None of these stores, none of these houses, none of them are broken, none of them are flooded up. You know, some of them boarded up with all this plywood. It was just a complete waste of money. This hurricane is totally fake. Anyone who's telling you otherwise, they either do not know, or sadly, they do know, but they are, you know, they are dedicated to upholding the system, the lies, the scare tactics of these people in the news media who, whatever you may think about them, you know they don't have your best interests at heart. So anyway, that's my video. See you guys. Bye.